This has to be one of the top five things that successful women are afraid of in this day and age, and that is getting married to men who are financially lower than them in status. But you're a successful single woman, you've seen a man who is financially lower than you in status, or even academically, because I've gotten questions like this: oh, you didn't go to school, all that, what do I do? I've actually gotten questions, and conversations like this happened even to me personally. And people are they are wondering if this should be going on with this relationship. How can you do so? First of all, I was talking about green flags. I won't be talking in this video about, oh, this is, look out for this in this man, look out for that in that man. I'm not going to be saying that in this video because I already spoke about it under the green flag category. Today I'm going to be speaking, or we're going to be concentrating on how to marry a man that is how to marry a man that is financially and maybe even academically lower than you are. What you like, how the acts of actually getting into that. Don't forget where to go to look out for if he's the right man for you, because you are doing the how doesn't mean he's the right man for you. I'm just teaching you, for those who you've passed the test, you know that it's the right man for you. So how do you go on with that? Reorientate yourself. Reorientate yourself. And that's why I said in one of my many videos, check the Meet Your Husband playlist to just enjoy the videos that I've created for you. In one of my many videos, I've shared that you the a lot of women want to get married based on the model that they have seen before them, and I don't blame you. A lot of the women, even the world, even men in our day and age, a lot of the things that we follow and come into as the things that we should embrace are things that we have seen shown to us. Look at this hair that I'm wearing now. Somebody wore it and it looked nice and blah. This, I think, is like a popular, or this is one of the popular weaves, for instance. So a lot of things, makeup, whatever, a lot of the things that we even see and like and wear, we get to like them because someone else shows it to us. And so marriage is almost not an exception, but we have to teach that it is an exception. You have to make it an exception because this is human. You can do that for hair, clothes, whatever. You can do that for any other aspect of your life, but you cannot do that for humans. So you have to orientate yourself that your life is different. Your life is different. And this, you are going on a different path that is going to be as successful. You have to upgrade what the matrix of success looks like. The matrix of success, typically, I know that it's changing as time goes on, looks like, oh, you get married to a tall, dark, and handsome guy. The guy works in this industry, is richer than you. Wait one moment. My earring is richer than you, blah blah blah. Those things have changed. Let me just remove the second one. Those things have changed because women are now richer than men. So what do you want to say? Those things happened in our mother's days, and I understand that's what you saw. Daddy was the one, and so you thought that that was the way to go. But those things have changed practically. A lot of women, even though doing it silently, they are really contributing heavily to the financial catering of their homes. So will you go into that marriage and say that it's not successful because daddy is not the one with the highest salary? So the first thing to do is how you have to reorientate yourself. And that is why coaches like me have emerged. That's why I am here for you. If you know, if you're watching this video and this doesn't apply to you particularly, share it to the person in love that it applies to. Because many people, the only thing that is holding them that is their mindset. That's all. So there's no, you are just feeling like it's all in your feelings and in your what will people say, what do people not say, as if the marriage is supposed to be a group thing. Just wondering like, what this what will people say thing, but let's even leave that. Okay, so you reorientate yourself. It's going to take work. It's going to take work. So please be ready to invest financially in it. Watching free videos like this will help. It will help to a large extent, trust me. But you want to fast track that process because many people times they are, a lot of these ladies are at the point of marriage and they are confused. And the guy is like, "What did you? Are you ready or are you not? Because I want to move on." And so you see that there's a need to fast track that process by coming into a coaching session with me. So you need to reorientate yourself, and the reorientation is not just like this. It's not just I'm reorientated. It's a series of work. When you come in to work with me, there's a series of things we're going to work together. because the world we constantly live in learning. When I say learning is living and all of those things that we rhyme about and we laugh about and we enjoy talking about, there are things that actually are true, because the world that we live in, we continually, you learn to listen, to sit down or stand or wherever it is you are in right now. You learn to normalize watching somebody over the other side of your phone or your tablet or your laptop or your television and listen to the person and not. It didn't used to be like this now. If people were doing like this, were seen as jobless people, you had to be standing on a stage with people gathered physically. But what changed? What has happened to you that you're actually watching me through your smart device? It is the orientation. Nothing else changed other than you were orientated that okay, you can get information from people and that have sense. That you now started to reorientate yourself. So one video at a time, you started testing it out. That okay, let me see. And you got value. You're like, this thing is working. So I don't have to gather physically to learn something new. And before you know, it has become something that has become normal. People get onto their smartphone now and it's normal for them. But forget that years ago, you didn't take people walking in that people walking inside that smartphone that we're looking at. We didn't take them seriously. Like, what work I did? We laughed and we went to our real work. Now everybody wants to become a content creator, or they want to put content creation expression to their work. I digress, but I hope that gets to that teaches the point. So reorientation number two is you have to train yourself, and that's going to also be drawn out from the orientation to see this man in the future beyond the now. A lot of times we see all of these people in our generation right now that have been married for maybe 10 to 30 years, and they're showing their old pictures of how they were looking so slim and tattered and whatnot, and we are all and eyeing, but we are not ready to. We want to copy every other thing, but we're not ready to copy the process of those women. You know what those women saw? Those women saw the future of their husband before they got married. Many of the women, to give the women credit, they're even finer than the husband, and they even got finer suitors, richer suitors, because a lot of these men, especially pastors, they didn't really have that money. But these women saw beyond that, and it was the future that they used to hold on to that marriage. In this generation, everybody wants the finished product. Social media, finished product. What every let me not even get into that. So we see a lot of finished products, quick transition, quick video, quick fix, quick film. You see a person who cooks, a chef preparing food, and the person just does the video, click the video, blah, 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 blah. So you think, oh my god, it's just so quick. Those things are sending signals to your brain. You have to keep telling your brain this is not real. Not that the things that they are showing is not real, but it's not as quick or as perfect a lot of times as it is shown. So you have to do that work. You have to see beyond the now, because if you're looking at do you know how many too many stories of people that have been that did not look like where it was, and with 10 years, even if I just give them 5 years, you will not even believe them. There are so many people who did not go to school that are training and are leading people who even have PhDs. You have to see that your own husband's case is the exception. And then finally, I would say give yourself the gift of perspective. Go and gather yourself with stories of people like your husband and arm yourself with that information. This is not time to be looking at every other person's life and be wondering and be comparing to every other person's life that is not in your context. What you need to do now is you need to find people that are in your context, and they may not be in your neighborhood or whatever, or you may not even see some of these people physically. You go and start by searching YouTube videos. There are a lot of people that have shared their story graciously. You go and find by searching books. You go and look for resources. You ask questions of people with your context, because there's really nothing new under the sun. And you arm yourself with those resources. Let it boost your confidence. Let it give you perspective. That's what you need to do. You need to stop only looking at those with tall, dark, and handsome. If that's not your reality, then leave it alone and go and arm yourself with other people whose reality look like yours and who have gotten real results as a result of going through these things I'm sharing, and even more to actually build the marriage of their dreams. Does that sound like a plan? Let me know what you think and what you're going to be doing in the comment section. If this doesn't apply to you personally, but you know a person who is struggling, she has a good guy, but she is struggling with because it's financially lower, spiritually, whatever the case may be, I want you to send this video to them and let this encourage them so that they make the right choice. I'm saying now, thank you so much for listening to me. Check out the playlist to learn more about all the subjects that I've been speaking about. I want you to also make sure to subscribe, share, and check the link in the description to find ways that we can work together, because for some of you listening to me, we may need to work together personally. All right. Again, some of you listening, a lot of these things may be secondary, maybe to somebody that you know. Do not hesitate to invite them into what we're doing over here. Oh, I'll see you in my next video. This has been a good one. But you shouldn't leave. Don't leave. Don't leave. You can definitely see me on previous videos that you've missed. Thank you so much for watching.